So the question arises, what is the demand of the situation which is missing? Following curative justice principle for making company change its stand by advertisement in media. Oh, the one is talking about Patanjali style. Course of action available with the food company. Based on the theory of sovereignty, follow the rule of law diligently, accept the mistake and adhere to action by the competent authority, establishing committee of health expert, NGO, and reviewing the product. Bonvita versus Food Pharma. Cost cutting by focusing upon reducing logistics, rent, labor rather than quality, as it is based on the company must forget its greed. Company will be growing only with the public trust. So that's all what we can say. Pawan is working as an officer in the state government for last 10 years. As a part of routine transfer, he was posted on the department, joined new office, 5 other colleagues, head of the office, senior officer. As a part of general inquiry, Pawan gathered his senior officer carries reputation of being a difficult and insensitive person having a disturbed family life. Initially, all seemed go well. However, after some time, Pawan felt that senior officer was belittling him unreasonably. Whether suggestions were Pawan meeting summarily rejected, senior officer expert displayed in became pattern of boss style functioning in bad light, his shortcomings and humiliating publicly. It became apparent that though there are no serious work-related problems, but still officer is scolding and shouting, condemns harassment. Pawan lost his confidence, self-esteem. Pawan realized toxic हो गया है, perpetually tense, stressed. His mind was occupied with negativity, caused him mental torture, anguish, and agony. Eventually, affected his personal life. Oh, sorry. He was no longer joyous, happy, and contented even at home. Rather, without any, he would lose his temper with his wife, other family, and no longer pleasant, congenial. Wife also become a victim of negativity and hostile behavior, harassment and humiliation. Comfort, happiness vanished. What are the options available with power to cope up with the situation? What approach पवन should adopt? अगर रह गया पवन के पास कुछ करने को, पवन जो है पवन जो है हवा हो गया है. As an outsider, what are your suggestions? Pawan, chill, chill, Pawan, chill. Suggestion for boss subordinate to overcome situation. In above scenario, what type of training would you suggest for officer at various levels in government office? चलिए, ethics paper. Work versus life balance is important for well-being of institution and employees. Probably is a case of mental harassment, leading to lack of motivation, happiness, and leadership quality. So values here are lack of team spirit by boss, moral mutualness is missing, lack of leadership, highly emotional stand by boss, personal versus public interest. Option available to Pawan. Based on stoicism, adopt, wait and watch. As senior officer will move to the next department later on. This is one option. Pawan should raise displeasure with boss and understand his perspective of life. अच्छा. पवन शुड कंप्लेन एनोनिमसली टू हायर अथॉरिटीज इन एसीआर. अरे भाई पब्लिक में ह्यूमिलेट कर रहा है पवन को, ये एनोनिमस रह कहाँ गया है? पवन शुड कन्फ्रंट हिम इन फ्रंट ऑफ एवरीवन. अच्छा, इन फ्रंट ऑफ एवरीवन, ये नहीं कि अलग से लेटर लिख के बोल दे कि सर बैठ के बात करते हैं. बेस्ड ऑन अप्रोच टू, पवन शुड टॉक टू हिज बॉस एंड अंडरस्टैंड हिज पर्सपेक्टिव. मे बी सीनियर ऑफिसर इज फेसिंग ट्रबल विद हेल्थ, मैरिज और चिल्ड्रन प्रॉब्लम. इफ आस्क्ड पोलाइटली, मतलब काम की कोई बात नहीं है हमारे हिंदुस्तान में. मैरिज, चिल्ड्रन, बच्चा, बहू, पैसा, नोट, सब यही चाहिए हमको. Ask politely and be a good listener based on emotional intelligence principle. At the same time, at home, he should spend quality time with his wife and children. With his wives and children. कितनी बीवी हैं भाई, एक होती तो समझ भी आता. Considering work as part of life and not work is equal to life. Memoir of civil servant, good philosopher would ease his mind from work. He should add yogic practice, outdoor activities. अरे भाई, you should say the Pawan's boss must also be facing certain kind of work culture from the top. So understand which department they are working in, what is being done. And then if Pawan is being told in the public, then Pawan have got so many ways to do so. Pawan can, Pawan is not alone. It is not a startup. We are talking here about an office. So there is a code of conduct, there is a public office, and so many things are possible. As an outsider, I would suggest to boss, no problem is bigger than in your mind. Oh, क्या बात है. Show your ethical leadership by inculcating emotional intelligence. Okay. To subordinate, adhere to the civil service code, recall public service duties, values of EI. So it will become little theoretical. Otherwise, there are other ways to deal with it also. If it is a civil service case, then there are forums. There are always a kind of a channel is there. So when the channel is there, it is not possible to manipulate it too much. And then public interface also matters a lot. Anyways, type of training, we can talk. We can talk. The civil servant says we want Sunday off. You are also asking to talk on weekend, so that's a problem. Interpersonal training. What is that? Nolan principle. Documentary of civil servant leaders for motivation. Citizen charter type office charcha for office at various level. Do's and don'ts. Team building exercise with each other. अरे इसकी जगह आप लिख देते दैट वीकेंड पिकनिक 3 months आफ्टर पिकनिक हो जाती है एक, जिसमें आप बच्चों को और बीवी को सबको बुला लेते, मतलब कुछ इनोवेटिव करते, आप ट्रैकिंग कराते पूरे ऑफिस की, आप पूरे ऑफिस को एक एक्सकर्शन पे ले जाओ, एक पूरा ऑफिस एक जो है म्यूजियम या जंगल विजिट कर ले। तो आउटसाइडर ने कुछ खास जवाब दिए नहीं। 5 ethical traits, okay, political neutrality, very good decision making, justice to the country and to oneself, important, unbiased decisions considering the collective good, for example, role returning of, this is a good example, returning officer during the election, transparency in working, enjoy the trust of people, prevent delays, red tapeism, Aadhaar card, accountability, civil servants are liable to public, thus honest discharge of service matters. Good examples are there, they give a little shorter, like the way we have seen up the top, because papers become too huge. But good points, good listener, weekly Janta Darbar, ethical discharge of duty, good points. Okay, identify the essential values that are needed. Identify 10 essential effective public servant, describe the ways and means to promote non-ethical behavior, to prevent non-ethical behavior in public. Civil servants are the power to ensure, they are not the power, they are basically responsibility, they are the ways. So power और ये थोड़ा सा देखना है हमें. 10 essential values, politically neutral, honest, integrity, unbiased, fair and just, rule abiding, collective welfare, visionary, good listener, I think fair enough. Digitalization and single platform ensure multiple benefits, ensure timely compliance, fairness in working, transparency, good example, minimize corruption, DBT. एक example बहुत है. Reform in CBI and ED is functioning, need government approval to investigate cases against joint secretary and above. Asset declaration, transparency, Benami property is a good example. RTI, fixed accountability. Therefore, other areas along with additional change will ensure strict strike towards good governance. Impact of digital technology as a reliable source of input for rational decision making is a debatable issue. Critically evaluate with suitable examples. So that was done in a good way. Using the digital technology input, rational decision making has led to ethical dilemma between scientific data driven decisions versus data privacy versus algorithm. But that is also a good point. Evidence-based decisions using census data for policy formulation, for example, revenue expenditure, rationalization, budget 24-25, reduction in food subsidy, without users' consent, Cambridge Analytica, I think fairly enough, good taken, but they have to keep it simple. For example, the second point is Project Mosam, and then caste-based and survey data, caste-based social divide and politicization. If it is being done by the government, then that's the other point, but okay. I think very scientifically done. Make sure to keep it simple. That is the only point. GST e-billing is a good point. Crypto fraud, AIM cyber attack, DBT and Jan Antan. I think good division. No, not a problem. So you have shown it both ways with examples and illustrations. Besides domain knowledge, a public official needs innovativeness and creativity of a high order as well, which is to resolve ethical dilemmas. कैसे करेगा? So domain knowledge, creativity, critical eyes of the public official, good start. Judicial officers created basic structure doctrine 1973, case on the case, balancing protection of fundamental right. Solution to tackle air pollution versus food security. So creativity and innovation led to biodecomposition. This second point is very good. Happy seeders, along with promoting millets cultivation and also integration of agri startups, evolution of media shops. I think wonderful points. Point of sale machines, resolving the challenges of food security for migrants and plugging diversion of food grain. Therefore, dynamic thinking, that is domain knowledge plus creativity leading to problem solving attitude in a robust manner is a well written point. It will be leading to sustainable development with inclusive growth is a good ending. What does each of the following quotations mean to you? Every work has to pass through hundreds of difficulties before succeeding. Those that preserve will see the light sooner or later. India's struggle for freedom. Several of freedom fighters laid down their lives, so it becomes very generalized. We could have like we can take this, but then I believe we have to be a little smarter over here. Similarly, the journey of policy formation when India adopted the model of planned economy, but each fire plan didn't have the same results. However, it was along with the 1991 LPG reform that India growth could move out. So good. Try to be more risk taker, less predictable. You take economic examples, but then we can avoid at time also. So this will give a diversity to the answers. Implemented GST hiccups 2017 GSTN glitches. However, the perseverance led to crossing of monthly collections of rupees 1 lakh crore and thereby eliminating cascading effect is a wonderful point. So I think good enough, but then we have to go beyond the books. We can never obtain peace in outer world unless we obtain the peace within ourselves. External peace, short-lived, materialistic, driven by external desires, at the same time satisfaction. Okay, four ashram system. Okay, but then this is only for Hinduism. What about the rest of India? Desire, religion, and text. Buddhism preaches desire as the root cause of sorrow. It progresses following the middle path. Also including scriptures, Mahabharata and Ramayana, a strong self-belief in our decisions instead of getting influenced by outer world. FOMO. I think fourth number point is very good. Fifth number point is also good. Service, sattvic food, physical exercise. I think 4, 5 point I would appreciate more. 1, 2, 3. We have to find ways to innovate. Life doesn't make any sense without interdependence. We'll need each other, and sooner we need each other, and sooner we learn, it is better for all of us. Interdependence relations have several existing forms which ensures, I think, we're enough good start. Humans, nature, human, abiotic factor, technology. ठीक है, life doesn't exist in silos. ठीक है, biogeochemical cycle, food chain shows symbiotic relationship. Okay, an eye for an eye cannot make the whole world blind. Said by Gandhi ji, communal rights of Gujarat and Delhi shows violence. ठीक बात है. Small, dependent, big. It is visible. Employee-employee relationship. I think I like the point more. Number 3 and 2. MSME, government, GEM, farmers, industries, climate change. So bring something. अच्छा है, लेकिन we can bring more simple, more innovative, more light, more humorous. It can score more marks. It is not a GS paper. It is an ethics paper. What you cannot write in GS 1, 2, 3, you have to write here. That is why it is separate paper. So make sure that what you are writing here, you cannot write anywhere else. Attitude is an important component. Attitude, public servant, ability to understand, staying honest, promote integrity, upholding law and order, being how you will create several ways, training and educational ethics, training at Lavasana, field visits, inspiration role models, Kiran Bedi, code of conduct, NEP 2020 will aate. Culture of service promoted through PM awards, declaring clean cities, the passion for learning throughout life. ऐसा करके कुछ लिख दो. How to hands-on approach जो चाहिए आज की डेट में. Civil servants must keep on updating themselves. वो वाली बात है. ठीक है, fair enough, but then we have to become more innovative. In case of crisis of concern, does AI helps to overcome the same without compromising the ethical or moral stand that you are likely to follow? Critical example. Okay, moments of crisis, challenges personal professional ethics, public servants maintain integrity, ethical integrity during political pressure helps in a way to benefit all, empathy and social skill, political interference for MG Narega, able to prevent it with the ability to communicate transparently and manage relationship with the local politician, motivation, intrinsically with a sense of purpose, commitment. However, only emotional intelligence is not sufficient to resolve ethical, but requires strong personal values, clear moral framework, committed to integrity. For example, I think I like the Satendra Dubey sir and Ashok Khemka sir are the very good points. Refugees should not be turned back to the country where they would face persecution of human rights violation. Examine the statement, the reform to ethical dimension being already by nation, claiming to be democratic as per democratic with open society. Pakistan, and then Afghanistan, and then Bangladesh, and even Sri Lanka, and a lot of other countries will also qualify. Human rights of an individual is supreme. Even Iran will also be here. Human rights of an individual is supreme. Is very good. Okay, equal opportunity, space, access, basic food services, affordable, equitable healthcare, prohibition, discrimination. Okay. So right to live with dignity. Initially, Egypt closed its Rafah. I like the point number 1. That is very well written. Civil rights and innocent deaths under the geopolitical. That is also by Russia-Ukraine war. Human behavior. India allowed easily to, and you can bring Africa also for that matter, not to send them back. Afghanistan, immigrants, Pakistan, सब आ गया, ठीक है. Therefore, democracy is not the polity, It is the institution, it's the intention of government. Okay, fine. Should impartial and being non-partisan be considered as indispensable qualities? Impartiality and non-partisan are core values. कैसे? Fair and just, upholding the welfare. से टी सेशन तुमने भी टी सेशन यूज किया भाई साहब, को यही नहीं और तो ensure election. This is marked by structural reforms in preventing political interference in the elections and implementing model code of conduct. Similarly, Bimal Jalan, I think fair enough, but then I told you beware of bringing economics too much. His tenure coincided with the 1990s economic reform, thus ensure fair and effective transparent functioning. अरे और बहुत लोग हैं वो थे बिहार में द वन जेंटलमैन जिन्होंने पूरा काट काट के नहर बना दी थी। उसके बाद इतने लोगों को पद्मश्री मिला है। कितने सारे लोग हैं ऐसे जो लोग पूरा जंगल लगा रहे हैं पूरी जिंदगी, जिन्होंने पेड़ ही लगाए हैं गरीबी में। ऐसी औरतें हैं जो जंग मतलब बुढ़ी हो गए हैं, उन्होंने राइस ही हेरिटेज राइस कल्टीवेट किया। कुछ भी लिखो यार। 4,800 में से अगर 3,000 ने ये टीएन सेशन और यही लिख दिए तो नंबर कैसे आएंगे? चलिए कुछ ना से कुछ भला अच्छा लिखें। An independent and empowered social audit mechanism is an absolute must in every sphere of public, including judiciary. ठीक है, social audit benefits of it: identify transparency, trust building, credibility, judicial effective monitoring. Indian system is independent, integrated, crucial role. Efficacy of part track post deductible tolerance have not beneficial. Have not proved beneficial. They have proved beneficial, but they need more input because अब उनको फंडिंग ही नहीं आएगी और उनके बाद स्टेट अकेले क्या कर पाएंगे? That is the whole point. लोक अदालत have proved successful in reducing costs through ADR, local nature. Okay, social audit, ministry of efficient education, PIL also forms social audit. I think fair enough, good try, good points are there. In the future they will emerge better. Integrity is the value that empowers the human being, justify with suitable illustration. Integrity acts like a mirror of honesty, loyalty, trust, and moral principles. Protest against corruption led by Anna Hazare were purely objective driven, with the aim to implement the law and Lokpal fight corruption. I think good point. He never got swayed by political interests and power. It was the power of conscience and integrity. I think this is one of the good ways to write. Integrity is when individuals do right when alone. It starts with self. A garbage collector and rag picker do the job regularly, honestly. Wow, wow, ये कैसे लिख दिया? A night watchman ensures security when no one is around to watch him. Whistleblower stand up. What is right? ये है answer. This is far better answer than the couple of previous answers. इलीगल सैंड माइनिंग, चलिए यहाँ देखते हैं। बहुत बुरा हुआ जो भी हुआ इलीगल सैंड माइनिंग ऑफिसर जी के साथ। अब प्रिपेयर अ प्लान ऑफ एक्शन विद ऑल प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर्स। अच्छा अच्छा, नॉट टू टेक एनी एक्शन एंड लेट द माफिया डू इलीगल सैंड माइनिंग। ओके, critically evaluate each of the option, plan of action, escalate the matter to senior officer like DM, SP, ठीक बात है, ensure mock drills, very good, I like the word mock drills. Station security personnel for safety members at home, ठीक बात है, merits, upholding duty, code of conduct, rule of law, more rational, officials involved in mafia, ठीक बात है, no surety of success, life of tribals at risk. Political culture कहाँ जाएगा? No action में merit, my life would be secured and family no risk involved, job secured, hand in glove with the corruption, destruction to natural resources, money could be used. अपने आप से बात कैसे कर पाओगे? कहाँ गए वो वैल्यूज? जो बड़े बड़े वैल्यूज जो अब तक हो रहे हो तो कहीं आए नहीं। जॉब सिक्योर बोले थोड़ा ना हो जाए, कैसे जी पाओगे? कैसे? वो तो आंसर असली नहीं। Which of the would you think? Option 1, fulfill the sense of duty, sell a precedent, approved crime, growth of tribals, development of tribals, family to involve, professional life, unwanted stress and torture, support of higher official under question, political neutrality, action against other employees for supporting mafia. सोल वैल्यूइंग सिस्टम बेस्ड ऑन ऑनेस्टी एंड इंटीग्रिटी, आपने जो हमने बात की थी जिसके अंदर आप वाइस प्रिंसिपल हैं। वाइस प्रिंसिपल साहब क्या करते हैं? पर्सनल गेन, अपॉइंटमेंट एज प्रिंसिपल, वाइस प्रिंसिपल suppressing the issue due to political influence and donation to college, image of the college versus materialistic gain, standing up with truth and ethics, question of my capability, resolve the matter, failure of being promoted as principal. The above ethical dilemma will determine the future course of action. So critically examine the option available to you as a vice principal. The issue is the case study can be seen in context of recent paper leak, cheating scams, which has raised question. ठीक बात है. However, the government has robustly acted, bringing cheating at 2024. I like this point. Urgency of the matter is significant. The option available, standing by truth, take action against students involved in cheating, upholding the essence of education, not impacting the image of college, personal gain and promotion, backlash from politician within, challenges in financial resources. Okay, fine. Option 2, nominal action of suspension of students, political and businessmen would be satisfied, ensures smooth functioning, Win-win situation. I being promoted as principal. Unethical conduct with narrow-mindedness. Continued protest by students. Unions to tarnish the image of college. Wrong precedent, lack of fear. ठीक बात है, चलिए आगे। तो क्या किया? I will adopt option one, irrespective of the person gain or loss. Organize a meeting with parents, college admin, and flying squad. Okay. Collective decision making, keeping the matter openly with student union. Promote transparency and adherence to ethics, accountability of all stakeholders. तो ठीक है, हमने जैसे पहले वहां पर भी मुझे अच्छे पॉइंट्स लगे थे कि आप जो है सबसे मतलब आप उसको सस्पेंड भी करेंगे, लेकिन उसकी घड़ी पहुंच गई तो थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया था। आपने भी सबको बुला लिया, आपने भी मीटिंग तो सबकी करी दी। उसके बिना भी हो सकता है कि आप थोड़ा सा अपने हायर अथॉरिटी को आप लिख दें, शांत बैठे, उन्हें भी कुछ करने दें। मैं वाइस प्रिंसिपल से प्रिंसिपल बनना है, चेयरमैन भी होता है, ऊपर से वाइस चांसलर भी हो, बहुत कुछ है। ऊपर से यूनिवर्सिटी एफिलेटेड कहीं से होगा तुम्हारा तो वहां भी कुछ होगा, ऊपर से मंत्री जी भी होंगे। तुम तो कितनी जल्दी अपने हाथ में ही सब कुछ कैसे कर सकते? ओके, ब्रिज कोलैप्स इन गुजरात which took several civilian lives. Infrastructure development is no doubt crucial for economic growth, institutional and political. बिल्कुल ठीक बात है। ऑप्शन अवेलेबल, एग्री टू द डिसीजन बाय द चीफ इंजीनियर टू ओवरलुक द क्रैक। ठीक है, लीव द जॉब। ओ हो, लीव द जॉब। Escalate the matter with the promoter of the project. What are the ethical dilemmas? My job security versus stability, fulfillment of promise of timely come versus ignoring reality, promotion versus material gain, primacy to political interest. Always try to bring in the of as many keywords as possible. तो उससे आंसर और ज्यादा स्टैंडर्ड हो जाता है. That is visible, but then it can be bringing. What are the professional challenges likely to be faced by the project manager and his response to overcome? Professional challenge would be to not to go ahead. Project manager can resolve challenge by quitting the job. No, how it can be resolved by quitting the job? Someone else will come. तैयार बैठे हैं लोग, नौकरी लेके बोलेंगे हाँ हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता। To give priority to infrastructure development instead of political interest, professional code of conduct, building code of conduct basically, NHAI जैसे बोला था, prepare a project appraisal, concern related to crack, reliability of the structure, usage of poor quality material. What can be the consequences? There can be serious gross violation in ethical and professional standards. Short-term project is completed before time, it would satisfy, but in sustainability in certain longer term due to the risk of disaster can cost. Why you're saying can cause the political party? It can cost many lives, material and human loss. Personal gains with promotion by agreeing to the chief minister stay in the good books of contractor and politician, loss of need wastage of resources, loss unplanned with, therefore no growth is desirable if it is not in the Srinagar. I like the last point. Criteria for putting the clinical and non-clinical staff, corona के क्वेश्चन पे हम आ गए हैं. Preparing the data of patients, assess the basis, age group, ठीक है. Studying the severity, making following SOP, that I like that. Number 3, non-clinical staff can help in better organization. Okay, okay. Reducing the stress. Private hospital criteria would remain the same. More supply and stock essentials. Role of interns. Role of interns. Action by FSSAI in India. Stop the supply by player if alternative substitutes are present in the market. Okay. Rapid. Okay, this is all the food processing we are starting. Action by FSSAI, and then you have stop the supply by the player. Okay. Impose penalty, correct. Reaching the public trust. Recall all the available supply available. Role of Competition Commission of India. Legal action in the consumer code. I think fair enough points. Conducting audits. Restoring the lost reputation is a challenge. It cannot restore anti-status quo. Company can issue a public apology for the incident. It is not incident. They have willfully taken up the wrong path. Naturally, if good quality is complied in future, it can help in maintaining market presence. Stating and disclosing the reasons for selling, बिल्कुल ठीक बात है. Obliging with judicial course of action, बिल्कुल ठीक बात है. Ethical dilemma है consumer safety versus profit maximization, breaching norm versus crony capitalism. I think I like the points. Insensitivity versus money mindedness, business stake. Materialistic gains, bypassing laws, business mindedness, professional misconduct versus loss of market share and reputation. So good points, good try. We have to bring more and more key vocabularies, more and more key points. So continue with the all other exercises that is being done. Good mental health, promoting wild work-life balance, option available with Pawan. Oh, the matter is to discuss upfront with the senior and ask for the reason. Discuss it with the wife. She might help with the solution. Quit the job. Seek for transfer. So approach is discussed directly, one-to-one, politely and gently. talk to colleague, tell my wife about the situation, direct redressal, look for collective solution. I think more than anything else, Pawan must do his work first. Pawan must do the work, meet the deadline, and then see how boss is reacting. If there has to be some report, Pawan is preparing. If there has to be some field visit, Pawan is doing. If it is satisfied, then half of the chances are already gone. Identify the root cause, take up with the concerned person, ensure it is communicated. Meditation and yoga. चलिए आपने भी बताया subordinate is happening a recurrent manner. Speak to boss, drop a letter. Okay, why not an email? Organization of cultural events will help. मूवी थोड़ी ना ये. Personal bonds bringing and then mental health workshop NGO. ठीक है. Sports. I like the sport point. Balancing emotions, stress management, yoga, following active lifestyle, employee-employee relationship. Only training is not sufficient. चलिए चलिए अब देखते हैं कि क्या बोला। स्थिति को संभालने के लिए सुनील के लिए उपलब्ध विभिन्न जो है क्या क्या है। सुनील जो है हितधारक आपने बता दिए, ये हितधारक हैं, आम नागरिक, पर्यावरण, आदिवासी। चलिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट द्वारा बालू के केस में आपने बताया महत्वपूर्ण योगदान, ठीक है, ये आपने बहुत अच्छा लिखा। चलिए सुनील ने क्या करेंगे, चलिए मौजूदा विकल्प है उसके लिए उच्च अधिकारियों के समक्ष पूर्ण स्थिति को रखना, ठीक बात है। स्थिति में क्या हो सकता है, पूर्ण संसाधनों को जुटाने में आसानी हो और कार्यबल के साथ मदद की जाए। दूसरा आपने बताया कि माफिया की गिरफ्तारी और आदिवासियों के साथ बातचीत। सुनील के परिवार को भी सुरक्षा प्राप्त होगी, एनजीटी की गाइडलाइन के अनुसार पर्यावरण संरक्षण से भी सहायता प्राप्त होगी। आई थिंक आई लाइक द वर्ड एनजीटी लाइन, बहुत अच्छा दिया। उच्च अधिकारी पर दबाव के कारण भूमाफिया और अधिक समर्थन प्राप्त कर सकता है, टीम का मनोबल कमजोर हो सकता है। दूसरा विकल्प है न्यूनतम जानकारी को उच्च अधिकारियों को तक पहुंचाया जाए, प्रत्यक्ष रूप से टकराव को कम करते हुए भूमाफिया के खिलाफ सबूत इकट्ठे किए जाए। सामाजिक भागीदारी की बात की आपने, बहुत अच्छी बात है। समन्वय की बात की, आधारित समुदाय के हितों की, निजी हितों की बात की, बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी गुड पॉइंट। आदिवासी महोत्सव का आयोजन करा के तो आपने गजब ही कर दिया। जंगल पर उनके अफसरों की जानकारी प्रदान करना, वन अधिनियम उनको बताना, वाह ये जबरदस्त हो गया। नदियों का व्यवसायीकरण रोकने के लिए एनजीडी और एनजीओ की भागीदारी बढ़ाना, नदी पट्टी, जो नदियां पट्टी पर दी जाती है उन्हें रोका जाए, सैटेलाइट के माध्यम से चारों को क्षेत्रों को चिन्हित किया जाए। पॉइंट ही नहीं आए थे अब तक। अवैध बालू खनन के प्रयोग में ट्रकों की आवाजाही और टोल नाकों की चौकियों को बनाया जाए, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत अच्छा। किसी प्रतिष्ठानवान व्यक्ति द्वारा क्षेत्र में पंचायती राज और नगर निगम के चुनाव के प्रति लोगों को जागरूक किया जाए, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, वेरी गुड पॉइंट। सुनील द्वारा कुछ भी ना किया जाए या फिर बिना सोच विचार किए छापेमारी और परिवर्तन परिवर्तन कार्रवाई की जाए, ये व्यक्ति की जोखिम बढ़ा देगा इससे, तो ठीक बात है। चलिए अब आपने दूसरा ये बताया कि सूचीबद्ध आलोचनात्मक मूल्यांकन करना है, तो भूमाफिया का आपने बताया कि प्रशासन में अत्यधिक दबाव, भ्रष्टाचार के कारण कार्य सभी सुविधाओं की कमी हो सकती है, जागरूकता अभियान और न्यूनतम संरचना का ढांचा बने होने के कारण आप कह सकते हो देरी हो सकती है, लागत में कमी भी हो सकती है। तीसरा विकल्प है कुछ ना करना, तो आपके विचार से कौन सा है, तो आपके विचार से आपने जो लोक सेवक होने के नाते अपने कर्तव्यों को करना सर्वोपरि है, बहुत बढ़िया। चलिए दूसरे में जब हम आए हैं, वाइस प्रिंसिपल वाला है मेरे हिसाब से, जिसके अंदर धोखाधड़ी, मानव स्वतंत्रता, नॉर्मेटिव एथिक्स की बात की है, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, क्या हो सकता है, परीक्षा में चीटिंग, अच्छे पॉइंट्स हैं। सद्गुण, नैतिकता व्यक्ति के चरित्र को बताती है, तो डेंटोलॉजी को आप ले आए, यूटिलिटेरिज्म को भी ले आए, तो एथिक्स करने का कुछ फायदा तो हो रहा है। मानवीय मूल्यों जिनका आत्मसात किया जाता है परिवार, घर, स्कूल द्वारा, इस प्रकार स्थिति में विचार चिंता का विषय है, बहुत बढ़िया लाइन लिखी, नंबर आएंगे। ऐसे लिखना है, उसको आना चाहिए, एथिक्स निकल के आना चाहिए। व्यक्तिगत नैतिक मूल्यों का होना, महात्मा गांधी द्वारा अहिंसा देते, ये ठीक है। सार्वभौमिक मूल्य, ईमानदारी, सत्यनिष्ठा, निष्पक्षता आपने बना भी दिया, आपने वेन डायग्राम में बना दिया, ऑनेस्टी, ईमानदारी, इंटीग्रिटी। तो प्रधानाचार्य के रूप में आपके पास आलोचनात्मक जो विकल्प है क्या है, आपने अगर विकल्प बताए तो बहुत बढ़िया, नहीं बताए तो आगे लिख दीजिएगा। यस मानसी, नाउ यू कैन टेल व्हाट इज द वे अहेड।
सर एक तो जो इम्पोर्टेंट लर्निंग वो ये कि आई हैव टू टेक एग्जांपल्स जो जीएस में नहीं लिखने, उसको मतलब हाँ उसको तो मैं अवॉइड ही करूंगी, और कीवर्ड्स को थोड़ा फोकस करना है, जा मतलब थोड़े आंसर्स उससे लाइट हो जाएंगे। तो यही है, बाकी सर कॉन्फिडेंस स्टैंड देना चाहिए।
फर्स्ट पेपर भी अच्छा लिखा था, लेकिन उसके अंदर भी थोड़ा सा वो है, थोड़ा लाइट, थोड़ा स्मार्ट, हल्का सा और हो जाए। आई थिंक द वे शी वाज राइटिंग वाज ब्रिलियंट।
हम्म,
कुछ चीजें ठीक है, वो हर कोई लिख नहीं सकता। जैसे वो जो सैंड माफिया वाले में वन महोत्सव कराना, मतलब लंबा गेम खेला, क्योंकि एक दिन में सैंड नहीं हो रही है। सैंड भी 6 6 महीने सीजन चलता है सैंड का, और देन एवरी ईयर इट हैपेंस। सो आई थिंक आई लाइक द पॉइंट्स। एंड इन केस ऑफ वाइस प्रिंसिपल ऑल्सो भी, बट देन शी में बी राइटिंग स्लो, और वो पेपर बहुत बड़ा हो जाता है। पॉइंट ये है कि वहाँ जल्दी लेके आना है।
हाँ
ये
जी।
सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है एथिक्स का, पेपर का यही चैलेंज है।
हाँ सर, टाइम लिमिट में लिखना ही सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है एथिक्स में।
और चैलेंज है, लेकिन आई थिंक वी आर ऑन ट्रैक, एंड consistent and also practice with integrity can make a difference। जो आप लिख रहे हो वो महसूस करके करना है तो ही होगा। आप बोलिए दिव्या, आप क्या कहना चाहते हो?
सर जो बाकी तीन में नहीं लिख रहे वो इसमें लिखना है सर।
हाँ,
जो बाकी तीन जीएस पेपर्स में नहीं लिख सकते वो इसमें लिखना है सर। जितने सिंपल तरीके से जो आम चीजों को ला सकते हैं उनको ला सकते हैं सर।
एनी अदर टेक अवे मार्क्स फ्रॉम योर साइड?
नहीं सर, यही है। बस इस पे फोकस थोड़ा वही सी चीज पे देना है कि टाइम लिमिट में भी लिखा जाए जो लिख रहे हैं, और वो अलग भी होना चाहिए।
थैंक यू वेरी मच, विशिंग ऑल ऑफ यू ऑल द बेस्ट, एंड लेट्स वर्क फॉर सक्सेस।